With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the punter now, Pat McAfee, to get this one started. And we are underway here in Los Angeles.
And this is fielded just short of the goal line, but the fair catch means this drive will begin at the 25.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down.
Pass complete, George Pickens with it.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A good start, one play, 10 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by the Hall of Famer Derek Brooks. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now Roethlisberger. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Roethlisberger will throw.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked up by Nnamdi Asomugha. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. This is Eric Dickerson, 4-time rushing champ.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Going to give it up the middle. Here's Dickerson. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Now they'll audible to something else.
And the Steelers signal for another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Complete to Harold Carmichael.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 3rd down. Love completes it to Carmichael out of the right side.
Kevin O'Connell has a play call ready. His guys going for it on 4th.
They snap it to Love. Touchdown, Vikings! Travis Kelce, a 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger.
Got an open man. It's Pickens.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy.
And Big Ben intercepted a third time.
And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play.
The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Here's Locke. Got a man. It's Harold Carmichael. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Throwing again is Locke.
He'll go right back to St. Brown.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
On 1st down, it's Locke. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Touchdown! Eric Dickerson, a 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Vikings take a 3-touchdown lead.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first.
He's got a man, complete. Down to the 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Nico Collins.
75 yards.
And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Second and 10.
Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on second and 10. Dickerson trying the right side. Shifts by him. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. They'll go right back to the ground with Dickerson. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And we're at the 41, second and 9. And now they'll shift things around.
Here's Love.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Steelers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball. That cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting them the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Here's second and 10.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Down to the 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Nico Collins.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Steelers have got it back to within a score.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've seen their 21-0 advantage cut to just 7, so time to go back to work here. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defensive credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
On 2nd and 10, Locke.
He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete.
A big play there for Minnesota. 46 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Locke. 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. From the red zone now, Locke. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Dickerson on the handoff. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. That's 3 touchdown passes now for Andrew Luck.
And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, he's regarded as one of the best athletes among NFL tight ends, Charles, and it certainly was on display right there.
And as we've seen this league continue to grow and develop, I think the tight end position is becoming harder and harder to defend because now it's elite athletes playing that position, not just the big guys who can block. How about his ability to get downfield and make plays against any defense?
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Second and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And with great starting field position up near the 50, they might be one completion away from stealing a late field goal here.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now it's Luck. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they're going to get their running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
From the gun, here's Love.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's to the 15.
Touchdown, Vikings! Calvin Johnson, 69 yards.
And the Vikings are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On third down, Roethlisberger.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he fires one incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Here's Roethlisberger. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Derek Brooks. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They'll try again. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Eric Dickerson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively, because to me, they look like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now they're setting up the wide receiver screen here on the right side. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll set up to run the quarterback draw. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down. Roethlisberger. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Finding Pickens for another catch. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw again is Roethlisberger. And this is caught by Hayward Bay. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 26. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. They'll send Hayward Bay in motion. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Eric Dickerson, 26 yards. And the Steelers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Love. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Luck now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Inside give to Dickerson. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. And they're going to speed things up here. Here's Eric Dickerson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. To throw is Locke. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, I don't want to take too much away from his performance throwing the football. He's got the 4 touchdown passes, but this now a 2nd interception of the ball game.
And, partner, part of what's gotten him the 4 touchdowns is a certain fearlessness. But that fearlessness borders with recklessness, and the latter just occurred.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
It's a gain of 35. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. And got his man complete. Touchdown. Eric Dickerson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. One of the linebackers has got it. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field, and it took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
On second down, here's Locke. He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 39 yards there, a big one. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
Taken down at the 47-yard line.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
And now an audible here into something else.
Luck gonna throw it. He's got it at the 15. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
A carry for Dickerson.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and long, it's Locke. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Badgley able to punch this one through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that not just important in the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Got a man, that's Ward. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Roethlisberger will throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more.
And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. One last shot for Roethlisberger. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
So it's a win for the Vikings, and it was all thanks to the play of their veteran quarterback.
Yeah, he really carved this defense up, didn't he? Threw for almost 400 yards, had 4 touchdown passes, and when he gets back to the locker room,